All right, so using the B-11 Strikeforce jet with and without thermal, I figured you guys wouldn't mind this video, so here we are, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it, and feel free to leave a comment. All right, so I know a lot of you guys probably still use this jet. A lot of you guys don't. Some of you guys probably don't care for it. I know probably the more popular jet is probably the Raju jet currently. Obviously, the laser jet used to be one of the best until Rockstar obviously ruined it. Uh, but the Strikeforce jet is pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fast and agile for the most part. It's more bulky than the laser jet, but using it with thermal right here, man. Starting off, obviously you can see the highlights, you can see the blips a lot easier from NPCs and players, so it makes it easier to fly. Now, as far as like in general, like just getting video clips or playing with it on live stream, to me it's more annoying having the thermal on nonstop. I've just never been a huge thermal fan, but using it in planes, like in videos and stuff, it's not that bad. And like I said, it's nice to have the highlights versus not having the highlights. It just makes it easier to get your kills. Now I'm showcasing here, like back and forth, like trying not to crash, right, in the process of what it's actually like shooting, with and without. So, we were getting some pretty good kills. Now, if you watch my videos, man, or live streams, if you watch the live streams or videos, you know that I normally do not fly jets, right? Most of the time. I'm not in any helicopters most of the time. Usually it's just oppressors, and that's it. I mean, I might use a Toroidor or a Buffalo STX here and there, but, every now and then I'll hop into a jet. And from flying the laser jet so much, I'm not that bad. I mean, I could still hang with the jet. It's just, you got the railgun now that can hit people out. You got orbital cannons, obviously. So a lot of the times, it's not worth the time for me to pull a jet out of my hangar or request a jet and go get it from the beach or whatever, right? It's just not worth it most of the time to do it, so I just don't do it. If all those things didn't exist and it wasn't as easy to get taken out, or if people are on Ghost or whatever, which that was a thing before also, then I'd probably be using it more. But the B-11 can still get taken out easily. If you don't get that boost or that speed when you fly up fast enough, you're done. Or you get hit once with a railgun, that thing's basically disabled, and you're cooked. You got to go get you another one. So I had fun doing this video for you guys, man. Like I said, don't use the jets as much as I would like to use them, honestly. But it's like I said, to me, it's not worth my time trying to use them. Now, like I said, if you were trying to learn how to fly jets and stuff like that, I've made another video about how to fly jets, or versus the laser, stuff like that, so you guys can go check that out. But this video particularly is showcasing the thermal and non-thermal use, and you can see here clearly how much easier it is to be able to spot these targets on the ground with the orange highlights right there. So and you can even get kecks and stuff like that. That's always been a big thing, getting kecks on people, with jets and stuff, having that thermal vision and everything on. And doing the thermal vision in the hangar is actually pretty simple. All you got to do is be a CEO, swap the different views, or swap. You got to go to SecuroServe. What do you have to do? Go to Style. You have to get in the jet, go to Style, flip it left, flip it right, and then your thermal comes on. But you got to have the thermal goggles on, flip them off, then get in the jet and do those steps. It's really easy. It sounds kind of complicated, but it's easy to do. But like I said, man, if you guys haven't already, hit that like button. I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments, because I know a lot of you guys have used thermal in the jets, and some of you guys may have never used thermal in the jets. And let me tell you, if you're questioning, is it worth it? Then I'd say yes, it's worth it if you don't mind the thermal and using it, for long periods of time. When you get better at using jets, you can stay in the air longer, but just know you're going to have some sweaty people every now and then, or maybe even noobs that'll hit you with the damn railgun, or you might get hit with the orbital cannon. And in that case, and by the way, that dude right there, the green CEO, was in a damn D5 car, and I'm sitting there going back and forth like I could take him out. And I'm like, he's got to be in a D5 or a Night Shark or some shit. I'm like sitting here thinking, there ain't no way he ain't dead. But like I said, you just don't know what you're going to encounter in GTA sections. But definitely fun to use between the barrage missiles, like I've been using a lot in these clips. If you try to use them, the cannons are very weak, and they're not like they used to be, where they just straight hit like one area, like 7 bombs in the matter of I don't even know, the matter of seconds. You see right here, I got hit with the oppressor missile, right? And then my shit's just spinning back and forth. It's disabled at that point. So the laser jet would be able to get away from a missile a lot better and easier than the B-11, but you can still escape it. You know what I mean? It just depends on the situation. And flying in the rain obviously is bad. So here we are pulling out in a non-thermal. right? And this dude right here was being hella weird, sending me weird messages and shit. So I got a few kills on him, which I don't think he cared. But regardless, so now we're starting with the non-thermal B-11 use of the jet. So honestly, man, like, I prefer doing it like this because that's how I did it with the laser jet. I never even used thermal in the past at all with the laser jet, if I remember right. Up until like the past like year or so is when I started using it. And honestly, I would say I'd recommend, you know, using non-thermal over thermal, but depending on how bad you want to get your kills and stuff like that, or if you can't seem to look at the blips on the map, you can still see cars, you can still see blips. It's all about your map positioning and how you were looking at it and how good you can fly the damn jet. But you see right here, I'm using these cannons. You see how split up they are? Like, that would never happen in the past. Like, he was in the Duke of Death, I think. But these missiles, or these cannons right here, are just all over the place. So you almost have to, like, focus on the car more at the same time you flying the damn jet. And it's a lot more difficult to do because you can crash the jet a lot easier. As of before, the cannons were more focused and would take your, you know, opponent or enemy out a lot faster, right? Now you just have to pay attention a lot more and be more precise on the kills. Not saying it's impossible to get jet kills with the cannons that got nerfed tremendously, but it's still possible. But we were getting a lot of kills with these barrage missiles. Honestly, if you start using the B-11 jet, if you're not a fan of the jets or you're like, hey man, I might try to start using it, I recommend using the barrage missiles, especially with thermal. You're going to get your kills a lot easier, a lot faster. But you still can get it with the non-lock-on homings and the, you know, shit cannons that still exist. So give it a try out, man, before you knock it. Because like I said, man, if you've never flown jets and you're like, well, damn, I don't know what to expect, you just have to do it. Just like anything else, man. You have to get in there and do it. You may like it. You may not like it. But like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like I said, give it a try out. And put it in your hangar. You can request it at the beach. All that good stuff. Try it out. Get better with it. If you've never flown a jet, it's going to take time to get practice with it for you to be able to, you know, maneuver it, dive bomb, stuff like that. You may crash it a few times, but practice makes perfect, regardless of what you're doing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, man, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Turn on them post notifications so you don't miss any videos or live streams. Post 2 videos a day, 3 live streams a week. And this guy right here thought he was about to get an easy kill on me. That didn't happen, obviously. But like I said, stay active with us on the channel. If you guys enjoyed this, maybe we'll do some more videos like this. Been trying to switch it up a little bit, so we'll leave it at that. And you guys have a good one. Peace.